Hey everyone, today I am joined by an awesome HyreCar driver named Don, who is currently renting a vehicle and driving in Los Angeles, California. Don, thanks for joining me today. So do you mind telling me a little bit about yourself, the rideshare and food delivery services you currently drive with, and how long have you been driving within the gig economy?
Okay, my name is Dawn. I am, oh my goodness, I take care of my mom and my two small kids. And I did this because it allowed me to be able to um, be at home with them because my mother has a heart illness. So it allows me to be flexible and still have some money in the bank or whatever, be able to take care of everybody. I've been driving 2 years now. I started out with Amazon Flex, but I come across doing Lyft, and it was better for me, more flexible. And then now, with everything that's going on, I signed up with Instacart, which I've been with maybe 3 months or so. I really love it.
Okay,
Um, I'm trying to think of everything else I could tell you. It's been really great though. A little hectic sometimes because we do have to stand in line. But as far as hire car being like great to be able to do Lyft and Instacart like I do right now,
mhm.
it's hands down like the best and real easy to do.
Awesome. Well, it's super great to hear that feedback, and we're super thankful to be working with you as well. So, how much would you say you've been, earning on average on maybe a weekly basis or so with these services? I guess more specifically Instacart more recently.
Oh wow. Instacart, I'll work, let's see, 4 to 6 hours. I'm gonna say six, about 6 hours a day. And my minimum is $150. My maximum a day is 300,
Awesome.
and that's
That's really
just
great to hear.
Instacart. Yeah, that's just uh-huh.
That's amazing. So, have you been driving 6 days, 5 days? The full week, 7 days.
Actually, I don't even have to drive five in order to make that. Like
Awesome.
four, sometimes five, but on the average 4 days a
Gotcha.
week. Hmm.
Okay. Got it. Great. And then have you noticed that there are certain days or certain times of the day that are more profitable to you as a driver?
Yes, it depends on the stores. Um,
Okay.
we'll say Costco stores. You want to drive about 6:30 in the morning. You get up early, like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning to about 9:30. You get your best hits for Costco. Outside of that, your 8 to 5 is always is there's never a downtime with Instacart. 8 to 5 period. You just have to find what cities to go to that pay or tip better. Yeah.
Gotcha. And so have you actually expanded outside of the LA County, or have you just been kind of sticking within LA and then hitting like the different regions within the county?
Well, what I did is because my mom is in San Bernardino County.
Oh, okay.
I I checked out San Bernardino County, and the hits are just as popping out there as it
Gotcha.
is here. Actually, yeah, they're
Okay.
big
So it's
over there. Yeah,
been really popular pretty much everywhere you
across
are
the
recently.
board. Hmm.
Okay.
What
That's really
What's
good
different
here.
is the pay. The pay is different.
Oh, okay. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
I'm gonna say the West LA area is really good.
Okay.
Harbor City area is moderate. San Bernardino is good.
Okay.
Corona is good. Uh,
Gotcha.
so Riverside County is pretty good. Yeah.
And have you noticed increased tips more recently with the whole coronavirus pandemic? Does that kind of, I'm sure that factors into your, earning potential on a daily basis.
Right. It does. It really does. You they always tip. Everybody
Okay.
does. Sometimes you get it on the app. Sometimes you get it in your hand. I
Okay.
referred my son, and he's gotten all of his in his hand,
Oh, wow.
and he just works the Inglewood, LA area. He doesn't even come to West LA where I go.
Gotcha. And that definitely more, I guess you've seen an increase in number of tips more recently as opposed to in the
Hmm.
past, correct?
As
Okay.
opposed to. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what would you say are some of the major changes to your day to day as a driver, that you've noticed since the coronavirus pandemic has started?
Uh, it would be the masks and the gloves because we are
Okay.
required to have them on. It's a little uncomfortable, sweaty because you're doing this all day long. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, the lines, you know, there was a time where we could just show our badges and go right into the store and get to work. The unfortunate thing is some stores allow that, some stores don't. You have to stand in that super long line like everybody else. That is the difference, the biggest
Gotcha.
difference. Yeah.
So even after showing your badge that to verify that you are an Instacart driver,
Mm-hmm.
some of the stores are actually still making you wait in the lines, as
Make you
opposed to in
wait
the
in the
past,
line.
you would have just been able to skip the line.
Right. Get in there, do what you had to do, and get out. But now we have sometimes 45-minute waits, sometimes 30, sometimes almost an hour in
Gotcha.
line. Hmm.
Okay. And do you plan to continue driving for Instacart after, this whole coronavirus episode ends? I know you said you started just about 3 months ago. Is that something you plan on continuing driving with after this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hands down. It works for me so well. Like I said, I have an elderly mom that has a heart condition. So I have to take her to doctor's appointments and things like that. I can still work, you see,
Mhm.
because I have my own schedule. And the pay, like I said, is pretty good. So I have the ability to take care of everything I need to take care of, as opposed to a 9 to 5 where I really probably have to have somebody there with her, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, no, I absolutely hands down will continue.
Well, that's amazing to hear. And I guess to kind of touch a little bit more on your experience with HyreCar. So, how did you find HyreCar, and what was the experience like getting started? And what are some of the things that you really value in using HyreCar as opposed to maybe some of the other rental car solutions?
Well, I originally had started with Turo. Turo,
Oh,
that's how you
uh,
pronounce it. Yeah, Turo. I had originally started with them. They're a little more difficult, and HyreCar popped up and was like, "Hey, try us," you know. And so I said, "Well, let me see," because it just kept popping up,
mhm.
And so I tried, and it was just so easy to do everything, and the people were so nice. And what really makes me stay with you guys, oh my gosh, is the incentive. Like
Oh, okay,
I
great.
give bonus. Oh yes, I have like I just stacked up my stuff. I haven't used anything. The gift cards and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Oh
yeah.
yes,
Through the Tango rewards, correct?
right. My
Yeah,
rewards. I love it. So
love to hear
I
that you're
be
enjoying
stuck with
those.
HyreCar. I like you guys.
That's awesome. We really love to hear that you're
Mhm.
enjoying the Tango rewards cards.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
Great. And then I guess to kind of wrap things up here, what advice do you have for other people thinking about getting started with, food or grocery or package delivery services?
My advice is this: always be kind. Always talk to your customer. Find out what they want. The more you communicate with them, they appreciate it so much. The more you get tipped. Because
Mhm.
I think there's some drivers out there that are not very kind. They're just in there to make quick, quick, quick money.
Yep.
I'm not in it for that. So I think that the best thing to do is if you go into it with an attitude of helps. You're really
Mhm.
in it
Right.
to like help, even though you benefit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But go into it with like a ministry of helps because that's what I do, and
Gotcha.
it's gotten me 5 stars on stuff. So
That's incredible. I'm
that's
sure that personal touch that you can add to an interaction with the customer can really go a
mhm.
long way for certain people. So that's amazing that you really incorporate that into your day to day.
Yeah.
I actually have one more question. If you don't mind kind of, I guess, going through the process that you had getting signed up with those services,
Hmm.
Instacart, Amazon, some of the more recent companies within like the food and grocery delivery services.
Hmm. Well, the sign up for Instacart has been easy. When I signed up, it wasn't that easy because it was before the virus came and started. So
Oh, right, right.
they took longer. But now, like I said, I referred my son. His was a 24-hour turnaround.
Oh, great. And that was
Yes, it
recently.
was. And that was recently. He's been doing it maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks,
Okay.
maybe. And his
Well,
was an instant turnaround, 24 hours. Mine lasted almost 30 days.
okay.
But
Gotcha.
now, if you go now, they're doing everything so quickly because from what I gather, I spoke to a friend of mine who wanted to order something to have not hire, to have Instacart delivered to him. And the wait time is almost a week.
Yeah. Yeah, it
So,
is. It's very backed
yeah,
up.
it's very backed up. So they need drivers.
Exactly.
So I think they're, certifying people and checking their backgrounds and that stuff a lot quicker than they had been. And with all the other ones I've signed up with, it's been 3 weeks, at least 2, 3 weeks maybe tops
Gotcha.
in order
Okay.
to get certified. Yeah.
Got it. And yeah, definitely have been seeing a lot of things in the news recently about how quickly they're planning to expand, their operations to meet the insane increases in demand lately.
Hmm.
So is there anything else you'd like to leave, for anybody within the gig economy or, planning to start driving with these services or maybe our customers?
Like I said, just treat people like you want to be treated. Always smile, even when they're rude. It's unfortunate, but some of our coworkers are the ones that are rude. It's other people doing Instacart or other people, even driving Lyft. I had fun driving Lyft, but I wouldn't do it now. I haven't been doing it, kind of a little
Right.
paranoid about that. But stay safe, follow all the rules. Make sure that you're taken care of as you take care of other people.
Got it.
That's my biggest, yeah, that's my biggest advice.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much again, Don. I really appreciate your time today. Um, Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll be in touch soon. And
Okay.
yeah, thanks again.
All right. Thank you again.
All right, take care.
Bye. All right.